Yeah, so just to take up from where I left, we work with WWF. WWF works as the secretariat for a Pan-African youth organization called REGEFA that we have been funding. And one of the activities in their work plan, apart from working with young people, I want to congratulate Marie because she initiated a program for women, the ecofeminism movement, which now brings on board the Amazon Batcham women. And when she told me she has an event in Batcham, I was very excited. And I must say that I'm very happy to be here in your village. It is indeed a great honor. So, WWF is a conservation organization. And before I even move to talk about a little bit about women and entrepreneurship, I have to bring in the aspect of women and their importance in conservation. Women play a very big role in environmental conservation. You find that women till the land, women will look for firewood, for water, and they depend heavily on natural resources for their livelihoods where they come from. So it is very important that they are engaged in sustainable conservation of the very same resources that they depend on, even as they sustainably utilize them. And apart from being involved, I would like to say that it is important that women also play leadership roles in the conservation of their natural resources. So it is important that we have women also sitting in decision-making, at decision-making levels, even at community level, when it comes to the management of their natural resources which they utilize. So for WWF, we are very committed to ensure that where we work, that we conserve the landscapes and the communities that live in those landscapes also benefit from those natural resources in a sustainable way. And apart from benefiting in a sustainable way, we talk about women, we talk about communities benefiting equitably. Communities benefiting equitably from the sustainable use, from the sustainable management of those natural resources. So that means we emphasize that even in the community, even as you generate income from the resources within where you come from, where you're working, women should also benefit and have some income from those resources also, even as they manage in those resources. So at program level, of course, we are working as we work with WWF, we have purposed to mainstream gender in our work. And we have a gender action plan. And WWF has a gender action plan to ensure that whatever activities we are engaged in, we have both women and men, young women, women also participate in all activities so that it is inclusive. So with that, I'll now move around. I'll move now to the next session that Madame Marie requested me to talk about women and entrepreneurship. Now, before I talk about that, we need to recognize that women have a very big role to play, both at family level and at community level. And when women generate income, it helps to benefit the family. You will find that when you are in a home whereby a woman is empowered and is generating income and has money, you'll find that she's even improving the diet. Children have good diets. You are able to go and buy nice clothes for your children. And you have actually, in a home where women are empowered, you have healthier and happier families. I am not saying that the men do not take care, but women help to support the men to improve the quality of life in their families. So I want to encourage women to arise and see what can you do within the context in which you are in. What can I do such that I can even help myself, help my community, help my husband, help my children to have a better family, quality of life, and empower myself and empower my children also. When a woman is empowered, she will make sure even she takes even her girl to the university apart from the boy, isn't it? You will make sure you do that. So it is very important that you arise. Do not sit down and wait for this man. If I'm talking to women from the royal family, I do not wait for this man to bring everything. Do not wait to ask for your man to buy for you, even those personal things. When it reaches that level, you need to ask yourself, no, this is not right. There are things you should be doing for yourself. So you need to see yourself, how can I do to empower myself to do that? So apart from that, I want to talk about the power of unity as women. When you are seated here as princesses, apart from doing something alone, what are you doing together to empower yourselves, to generate income for yourselves and empower your families? And I'll just give some examples that we have had in some of the regions we have worked with. In WWF, as we work with communities, we also work with the women. So you will find that in some of those communities, maybe you also have it here, women have table banking. Do you have table banking? Whereby women contribute money. You decide maybe we can be contributing money together, and then you can actually, on a merry-go-round process, you can actually borrow from that kitty, and maybe you're contributing. Some women will decide we are meeting every Monday, and every woman will contribute maybe 2,000 CFA. Every Monday, 2,000 CFA, and then you build a kitty, and then somebody will come and borrow and say, in my house, I want to improve the chairs we have. So you see, you borrow from there, and you talk to your spouse maybe, and you come and you improve the chairs. I'll take this money, I'll do this. So I want to encourage you to unite even more. I know we have the Amazon Batcham, but unite more, not only for environmental issues, but also for empowering yourselves in a personal way. I'll give you another example. For example, if you grow similar crops, and I'll give you an example because I have been working on a regional level. I come from Kenya. Now I'll give you an example of something I have seen here. I arrived in this region and I have seen a lot of avocados. Il y a beaucoup d'avocats, n'est-ce pas? Now, if you have so many avocados, is every lady picking, I take my own pack, I take to the market? Now, we can take this avocado to Yaoundé as a group. You get somebody. So that is what I saw in Uganda, the women doing. They collect all the avocados. The woman says, this lady says, okay, mine are this much. Maybe I've given you 50, 300, 200, and you get a marketer. And they take as a bulk. They go and sell in the market, not only here, maybe in Bafoussam, in Yaoundé, and you get that money, Douala, the money comes back and everybody gets their bit. So unite and see how you can package your products and sell and make more money, because it will cost more money out there than when you sell locally. Okay? So that is one way you can you can think about. Now, in your home, you can also think, I'm sure everybody, maybe, I don't know about your culture here, but you can think about poultry. You keep chicken, you can have poultry. Some of them, in some communities, you can have some pigs, you grow, you sell. So there's a lot. And then I want to touch on the issue of value addition of agricultural products, because when you, for example, if you have fruits, And instead of even sometimes selling the fresh fruits, sometimes when you dry the fruits and you package them, they can be taken and sold in supermarkets as dried fruits, for example, in the bigger cities. It's something you can think about. I saw that also with some women in some communities, drying fruits and packaging them. And you can even think about how can you maybe can the fruits and sell them. I'll also give an example of working with your men also to support you, because I saw this in Kenya, in a community, in a pastoral community. We have the Maasai, who are a pastoral community. And for example, beekeeping, honey. How can women engage in beekeeping? Because you can say, oh, I am not the men, you know, by the time you set up the beehives, that is maybe the men who will set up the beehives. But I saw in this community, I'm just giving an example of collaboration between the men and the women. So in the Maasai community, the men, they focus on the bigger things. There are cows, many hundreds of cows. They don't want to think about the beekeeping. So what they do, they put up the beehives. When the honey is ready, they harvest the honey and they bring it home. Then they bring it to the women and tell them, now do what you want to do with this honey. So the women now package the honey and then they sell. So I'm just sharing those examples. And we also have similar activities here in Cameroon with a program that Janet is working with the Leading the Change, whereby we also have poultry projects, beekeeping, and all that. So mine is to encourage you to arise and do something and empower yourselves. And when there's power in unity, it's very important. Unite and see what you can do and improve your livelihoods. And make use of the natural resources that you have. And work towards being independent. Not totally independent, because when you're married, for example, if you are married, you are under somebody. But don't be always that person, I don't have money for, I don't have money for those other things. No, you should be buying for yourself. So with that, thank you very much. And it's been a pleasure.